Hello everyone and welcome back. So what we're looking at is the revision lesson on the 4 operations on time, and this can actually work for any unit in time. So you could be looking at minutes and seconds, you could be looking at century and millennium, or you could be looking at weeks and days. It's the same combination, it's the same process that you'll be working at. So let's look first at the addition. So you have 4 years and 11 months plus 7 years and 10 months. So what we're going to be doing is adding this. So we'll go ahead and add like we would any normal addition. The only thing is that because you're looking at two different units of time, because years is one type of unit for time and months is another type, we can't just add everything together. We have to add them separately. So the first unit that you intend to use is the one farthest to your right, because that's where we add from anyways when we're adding normally. So we're going to add the months first. So 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, and then we have 7 plus 4 is 11. Now the difference is right here is that you have 21 months, and in that 21 months we know that 12 months make a year. So because of that, we can't just leave the 21 months here. Even though you had worked out the problem and this would have been your working, you still have to change the months. Once the months go over a certain number like 12, you have to change that into years, and that goes for every other unit of measurement. Say if you have weeks and it was days, once it passed 7, you have to convert those days into weeks. If you have seconds into minutes, once it goes over 60, you have to convert those seconds into minutes. So it's the same thing that you're doing for all the operations on time. So you divide this, because you're moving from a small unit to a large unit, you divide. So you're moving from months to years, small to large, so you divide by 12. And how many times does 12 go into 21? It goes to once, remainder 9, right? What does this 1 represent? This 1 represents 1 year, right? And the remaining 9 months. So we're going to take that 1 year and add it to our 11 here, and now that becomes 12. So our actual answer really is 12 years and 9 months. So that would be your actual answer for that. So again, remember, if you go over a certain number, when you're converting from, when you're adding time, multiplying or dividing, or even subtracting, you're going to have to convert back those from the small unit to the large unit, or even from the large unit to the small unit, depends on which operation you're doing. So we're going to look at that. So let's get into the subtraction here. So we have 10 years, 2 months, and we are subtracting 8 years and 12 months from that. So once you look here, you see 12 months and 2 months, you know that you cannot take 12 from 2, right? So what's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to come to the years and you're going to take 1 year from here, which leaves 9, just like how you'd subtract, right? 1 year from there, leave 9 and bring it over. But you're bringing years to months. You're moving from a large unit to a small unit. So you have to convert. 1 year, as you know, is equivalent to 12 months. So what you're going to be actually putting over here is 12. So it's 12 plus 2. So your number here actually now is 14 months. So now you have 14 months. So it's 12 from 14. And 12 from 14 will leave you with 2. Right? And then it's 8 from 9, which leaves you with 1. So your answer here is 1 year and 2 months. That one wasn't so tedious or it wasn't so confusing, and if all of them can stay like that, we'll be happy, right? But that's how you do the subtraction, that's how you'd work it out. Now look at the multiplication. So the multiplication here now is 4 years 6 months multiplied by 9, right? Multiplication is one of the easier ones. It's just that you have to look out for the conversion when you're done, right? From converting from the small unit to the large unit, most likely. So right here, you're going to do each unit separately. So it's going to be 9 times 6. 9 sixes is 54. Right? And 9 fours is 36. Right? So you have 36 years and 4 months. 54 months, sorry. So you have 36 years and 54 months. Again, just like we did here, you have 21 months. But we know that it's 12 months that makes a year. So we are going to have to convert these 54 months into years. And because you're moving from a small unit to a large unit, just like we did here, we are going to divide. So 12 into 54 is going to give you 4, remainder 6. And as we said before, this 4 represents the years that you have in whole years, and this year remainder is your remaining months that you have left over. So your actual answer is going to be, you add the 4 years to the years that you already have. So your answer is 40 years and 6 months. That's your answer there. 40 years and 6 months. That's what you'd be working out right there. Now let's go on to the division. The division is a little bit different from all the others, right? So here's what the division is. Whenever you're going to divide, right? And it happens with all the units when it comes on to measurement, right? When you're going to divide a unit, the different units by a number, instead looking at 2 different units, you're going to have to convert to 1 unit. So again, when you're going to divide 2 different units, you're going to have to convert to 1 unit, and you're converting to the smallest unit in most cases, right? So for this here, we're going to have to convert years, right, into months right here. So we're going to have to convert the years into months so that we can actually divide. So we know that 12 months make 1 year, right? We are moving from large to small. So because you're moving from large to small, we're going to multiply, just like we did in the other lessons. So you're multiplying by 12 because it's 12 months that makes a year. So it's going to be 12 times 5, which is actually 60. So that's 60 months. We already had months that we were working with, so we have to add that to our total that we had here. So now it's become 66 months that we have in total. Right? And now that we have our 66, we can go ahead and divide. Six into 66 goes 11. And that 11 represents 11 months, because remember, we just converted it to months. So that actually represents 11 months. Again, guys, this is a video to give you an example of how you work with it. You can use this video to make your corrections on the lesson that was taught, or you can use this video to just look over your work or something that you would have missed out in the lesson. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this helps with your corrections. Enjoy your day. All right, see you in class.